Dear students, today we are going to discuss about the density of states. So in the last class we have discussed about this Einstein's model, and we have seen that in the Einstein model at low temperature there is a variation from the experimental value of specific heat capacity, that is the actual value of actual value of specific heat do not match with the Einstein curve at low temperature, and so there should be some mistake in the Einstein model that which you have studied, and we have to see what is the mistake which we have made in the Einstein's model, and that is expressed in terms of density of states. So in the Einstein's model we have taken the case of quantum mechanics, that is energy or frequency is considered as a discrete one, but actually a vibrating medium can have a value of this frequency which is not at all a discrete one. A continuous frequency is possible in the case of a vibrating material. So that frequencies, that is the possible frequencies allowed, or the number of possible modes of vibration in a particular frequency interval is expressed in terms of this density of states. So density of states means it is the number of possible modes of vibration within a particular frequency interval. So but in the Einstein model we have only one frequency, that is E is equal to h nu. So only the material can vibrate only with a single frequency. So that was the mistake, and because of that small mistake, the mismatching of this experimental curve and Einstein's curve occurred. So now we are going to discuss about the density of states. For that we are considering a one-dimensional case. Consider a one-dimensional chain of atoms of length L with a fixed end and only longitudinal displacement occurring. In order to study it in the simplest manner, we are considering only the longitudinal motion as a first step. So because of the motion of the waves, or because of the production of some temperature gradient or something like that, there will be the atoms in the material will be displaced from the equilibrium position. So let u of xt represents the displacement of string at any point x at any time t. Then this represents the one-dimensional wave will be produced, phonon wave will be produced in the material, and that one-dimensional wave equation will satisfy the original wave equation which we know, that is dou square u by dou x square is equal to 1 by v square dou square u by dou t square, where v is the velocity of the light in the material or in the string. Now to solve this equation we have to know the boundary conditions, by solving this equation we can find out the value of this u of xt. So and in order to find out the value of the constants, we have to impose the boundary conditions. So we can see what are the boundary conditions here. So since both the ends of the are fixed, x equal to 0 and at x equal to L, since the total length is L, u will be 0 at that two positions. So the normal mode solutions are in the form of stationary wave solution of that particular equation. It is of the form u of xt is equal to a sin n pi x by L into cos of 2 pi nu n into t, where n is greater than or equal to 1 and a is a constant. This is the normal mode solution of the particular wave equation. And also there is a condition that there should be an integral number of half wavelengths in the chains, that is L is equal to n lambda by 2. These are the two conditions which we will get by solving this equation. These are the wave solutions, where we have solved the wave solutions in the previous classes, your degree classes like that. So we have the equation, only we are taking the equations here and the conditions which we have to impose on this. So the expression for displacement, that is equal to a sin n pi x by L into cos of 2 pi nu n t, and another condition is that the length should be an half integral multiple of, or length will be n lambda by 2, number of half wavelengths. The total length L should be equal to this integral number of half wavelengths in chain. So these two conditions, and then the another condition is n is greater than or equal to 1. Only positive values are allowed for this n. Now, by differentiating the equation, we get with respect to x twice. First of all, we differentiate with respect to x. Then with respect to x, the term cos 2 pi nu and t is a constant, so we have put it like this. Then differential of sine is a cos into n pi by l. Then again differentiating with respect to x, we get again this is a constant and this is also a constant, so you can put that two together, a cos 2 pi nu and t into n pi by l. Again a differential of cos is equal to minus sine n pi x by l into n pi by l, that is equal to minus n square pi square by l square into u of xt. So dou square u by dou x square is equal to minus n square pi square by l square into u. Next we are going to differentiate it with respect to t. So first of all, dou u by dou t, that is equal to dou u by dou t is with x is a constant, so a sin n pi x by l into differential of cos is minus sin 2 pi nu n t into 2 pi nu n is a constant we have to take here. Then again differentiating this with respect to t, we get this is a constant and this is also a constant, so that can be put together here, a sin n pi x by l into minus 2 pi n into 1 minus sign also here. Then differential of sine is equal to cos, and we have to multiply it with the 2 pi nu n. So the result is minus 4 pi square nu n square into this term combines together becomes our original u. So substituting in our wave equation, we will get it as minus 4 pi square n square by l square, that is equal to 1 by v square into minus u 4 pi square nu square. Then you can cancel the terms which are common. 4 can be get cancelled, 4 is get cancelled, then pi square is a common factor. So the remaining terms are, so you can write cross multiply these. So v square into n square, that is equal to 4 into this l square, here 4 into l square, then nu n square. So this un and u is getting cancelled, here u and here u, so these two u's get cancelled. So the remaining terms combined together can be written like this: v square into n square is equal to 4l square into nu n square, or nu n square is equal to n square v square divided by 4l square. That is, nu n square we can written as nu n square is equal to 4n square v square divided by 4l square. N square v square divided by 4l square is the expression for nu n square, or nu n is equal to nv by 2l. So also we have already introduced a condition like this for the wavelength and the length of the string. So from this L is equal to n lambda by 2, lambda is equal to 2L by n. So from that also we will get the same value, that is nu n is equal to, but nu n you know that is velocity divided by wavelength. So it is equal to v into n by 2L. So from this expression nu n is equal to nv by 2l, we can conclude that the frequency, it can have a lot of frequency. N can take values greater than or equal to 1, so it can take values all discrete values, so it can have a discrete values, but it can have a large number of values. Now next we are finding the total number of possible modes of vibration, and that is g of nu in a frequency interval du nu. That is g of nu is equal to dn, that is equal to dn is equal to, what we can do here, it will be equal to 2l by v into d nu. So from this equation, nu n is equal to nv by 2l, we can write n is equal to nu n into 2l divided by v. So n is equal to n is equal to 2l nu n divided by v. So 2l by v into, suppose we take the differential on both sides, so dn, and that is represented as g of nu. So dn is equal to 2l by v into d nu. Suppose we plot a graph between g of nu and here nu, g of nu and nu here. So the graph will be like that, like this, that it consists of a large number of discrete lines, and instead of a single line we have a large number of frequencies which are very near to each other. Now we are extending the same result to the three-dimensional case. In three-dimensional case we have two distinguishable velocities of propagation, VL for longitudinal waves and VT for the transverse waves. The transverse wave we have in a particular case we have each transverse waves in both are of having in two values in the transverse direction, so it is known as doubly degenerate modes, and in the longitudinal modes it is a non-degenerate mode. So a particular material can vibrate in a single longitudinal direction and in two perpendicular directions, so that is the longitudinal degenerate mode and doubly degenerate mode. So in that case we can write the equations as it becomes a combination of three parameters. So that is the equation 1, which we have already written in the case of this wave equation, can be split into three components in three dimension: dou square ul by dou x square plus dou square ul by dou y square plus dou square ul by dou z square, where ul stands for the displacements in the longitudinal direction, and that will be equal to 1 by vl square into dou square ul by dou t square. So here this velocity is the velocity in the longitudinal direction. Now in the transverse direction the equation becomes like this. It will be the displacement ut corresponds to the displacement in the transverse direction, etc. ഈ ഒരു ടൈപ്പ് ഇക്വേഷൻ്റെ സ്റ്റാൻഡിംഗ് വേവ് സൊല്യൂഷൻ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ it will be contains some constants nx, ny, nz, etc. corresponding to different modes of vibration. So the standing wave solution of these satisfying the boundary conditions. So the condition here is a boundary condition is that surface plane of the cube are rigidly held. So under this condition we will get the expression for the wave equation in terms of ul of xyz as a1 into sin nx pi x by l, sin ny pi y by l, and sin nz by z by this l into cos of 2 pi nu lt, cos of 2 pi nu lt, cos of 2 pi nu l into t as in the previous case. And now the solution in the transverse direction, it is u of t is equal to x of yz, ut of xyz. So here the components will be here a1 we can al you can say. So this will be at into sin of nx pi x by l, sin ny pi y by l, sin nz pi z by l. Here it becomes cos of 2 pi nu t into t. So here also the condition on nx, ny and nz are greater than or equal to 1. This is the quantum numbers or the quantized terms which are introducing the quantization of these possible values of frequency. Now differentiating this expression twice and substituting as in the previous manner, that we are not doing here, and finally we are focusing on the result. What result which we will get? We will get the values of nu l square as nu l square will be equal to vl square by 4l square into nx square plus ny square plus nz square, and nu t square is equal to vt square by 4l square into nx square plus ny square plus nz square. That is, for any chosen set of integers nx, nz, ny and nz, there are three independent modes of vibrations, that is one longitudinal and two transpose. For any set of integers nx, ny, nz വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമുക്ക് അതിന് മൂന്ന് പോസിബിൾ, അതായത് ന്യൂ എൽ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എൻ എക്സിനും എൻ വൈക്കും 1 വാല്യൂസ് കൊടുത്തു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ 1 സ്ക്വയർ പ്ലസ് 1 സ്ക്വയർ പ്ലസ് 1 സ്ക്വയർ എന്ന് പറയുമ്പം ഇറ്റ് വിൽ ബി 3. ആ 3 വരുന്ന കേസിൽ ഒരു ന്യൂ എൽ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഒരു വാല്യൂ ഉണ്ടാവും, ന്യൂ ടി എന്ന് പറയുന്ന 2 വാല്യൂസ് നമുക്ക് പോസിബിളാണ്. ട്രാൻസ്വേഴ്സ് ഡയറക്ഷനിൽ 2 വാല്യൂസും അതുപോലെ ലോഞ്ചിറ്റ്യൂണൽ ഡയറക്ഷനിൽ ഒരു സിംഗിൾ ഫ്രീക്വൻസീസും പോസിബിൾ ആണ്. നെക്സ്റ്റ് നമുക്ക് വേവ് വെക്റ്ററിൻ്റെ ഇക്വേഷൻ അതായത് വേവ് വെക്റ്റർ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ദിസ് വേവ് വെക്റ്റർ ഈസ് ഈക്വൽ ടു 2π by lambda ആണ്. So that will be equal to 2π nu by lambda. So this wave vector can also be divided into can be expressed as a combination of three components kx, ky and kz, such that kx will be equal to this is the expression which we have already derived from the derived in first case, that is will be equal to pi n x by l. Then ky is equal to pi ny by l and kz is equal to pi nz by l. That we have shown here, that is nu l square we have obtained the expression as vl square by 4l square into nx square plus ny square plus nz square. So nu l square by vl square will be equal to nx square plus ny square plus nz square divided by 4l square. So the for numerator term, that is equal to k square by 2π square, 2π the k square divided by but nu l by vl, that is equal to k by 2π. So this term will be equal to this term. So comparing this equation, we get the different components we will get as the first term kx will be equal to you can take this here, that is pi into nx by l. We will get it as pi into pi here nx by divided by l. That is nu l square is equal to vl square into kx square plus ky square plus kz square all divided by 4π square. So it is equal to vl square into k square divided by 4π square. So nu l is equal to vl into k divided by 2π. Similarly nu t is equal to vt into k divided by 2π. So that is a formal equation which we are getting in the case of wave equation. Here we have to take the components, that is a important point. In this case this k is a combination of kx, ky and kz. Now we can see what are the conditions on nx square plus ny square plus nz square. So we have the equation for u like this, then nx square plus ny square plus nz square, that is equal to, from our expression nx square plus ny square plus nz square is nothing but 2l by vs the whole square into nu square. From this equation n is equal to 2l by vs into nu. So this will be this n square will be equal to 2l by vs the whole square into nu square. So that is equal to 4l square by v square into vs square into nu square. Suppose we consider a coordinate system in which nx, ny, nz are the coordinates. Then comparing with our usual coordinate system, we can represent the left hand side like this, x square plus y square z plus z square, and that will be, in the usual case, it will be equal to r square. So that corresponds to a sphere. If x square plus y square plus z square, if the axis is at the center, then it will be equal to the radius square of the circle. Now comparing our equation with the above explained equation, we can take this term as the r square term. So r square term will be this one. So r you can take like this, r will be equal to root of this one, that is equal to 2l by vs into nu. And from this dr is equal to 2l by vs into d nu we get. Then volume of that sphere. Then volume of that sphere is always 4 by 3. Volume of that sphere is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. Here we have introduced v dash because v which we have already taken for velocity. V dash is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube, and dv dash is the total number of modes. dv dash will be the total number of modes in that case. So that will be equal to 4 pi r square dr. That is the number of modes means it is the how much volume elements are included in that particular volume. That is the indication of dV dash. So in order to find out the total number of modes, here we are dealing with the frequency, not the usual volume. So here this dV dash we will get it as the total number of modes in that case, and the possible number of modes of vibration. In this case, this is a total number of modes, and the possible number of modes of vibration will be dV dash by 8. And the reason for that, we have to take only consider the case of values for which nx, ny and nz both are, all these are positive values, and out of the 8 quadrants of this sphere, only in one corner that all conditions are satisfied. Nx is positive, ny is positive, and nz is positive. So upper half of the sphere is getting divided by four quadrants, and lower half is also getting divided into 4 quadrants by the positive nx and negative nx axis, positive ny and negative ny axis, positive nz and negative nz axis. So that is a sphere. So it will be getting divided into 8 quadrants, and out of these, only in one case only all these quantities are positive. So this is so total dV dash will be the total number of modes, and out of these all frequencies are not possible. Only those frequencies are possible for which our condition is satisfied, and that condition is satisfied by the number of modes dV dash divided by 8. So dV dash divided by 8 means and that possible modes of vibration are represented by dN, and that is equal to 4 pi into R is already we have taken, it is 2L by Vs into nu into dr is again it is 4 pi r square dr is equal to 2L pi by Vs into d nu all divided by 8. So that will be equal to 4 pi then here we have the numerator, we have here it becomes 2 square 4 into 2 8 here, then that 8 and this 8 will get cancelled. So the remaining is 4 pi is here, then Vs square and Vs here, Vs cube is there, then here nu square du nu is there, then here L square into L, that becomes L square into L becomes that L cube. That we have already said that in one direction the value is L, so in all the direction the value of volume will be equal to V. So this is the expression for the possible modes of vibration in the case of a three-dimensional vibrating material. So total possible mode of vibration will be 4 pi V into then we have nu square d nu, that is there 4 pi V into nu square d nu, then one longitudinal mode is there and 2 transverse modes are there. So the total possible values of modes of vibration will be 4 pi V into 1 by VL cube plus 2 by VT cube into nu square d nu. Now we have to normalize our expression. Since the number of normal modes of vibration in a three-dimensional crystal lattice is 3n, all the possible total number of normal vibrations is 3n vibrations possible. The function g of nu should satisfy the following normalization condition, and the condition says that integral 0 to nu d of g of nu d nu, that will be equal to 3n. This is the possible number of vibration multiplied by the frequency vibrations, then integrating we will get the total modes of vibration, and that should be equal to 3n, and substituting the values here we will get it as integral nu into 0 to nu d 4 pi v into 2 by vt cube plus 1 by vl cube into nu square d nu, that is equal to 3n. So 4 pi v constant, and the second term is also constant, you can take outside. Nu square d nu cube by 3 within the limits 0 to vd, that is equal to 3n. Then that will be, that is equal to 4 pi v into 1 by vl cube plus 2 by vt cube into nu d cube by 3, that is equal to 3n, or nu d cube is equal to 3 into 3n 9n divided by 4 pi v into 9n divided by 4 pi v into 1 by vl cube plus 2 by vt. So we are normalizing this and we are getting the expression here as integral 0 to d nu d 0 to nu d of this one is equal to 3n. So that is equal to on substituting we will get nu cube by 3 into 0 to nu d of is equal to 3n, or then nu d cube is equal to 9n divided by this 4 pi v into 1 by vl cube plus 2 by vt cube all raised to minus 1. So this is the expression for nu d cube, and where nu d we can say is that it is a maximum frequency limit in the spectrum of normal modes and is known as Debye frequency. So this maximum frequency possible is the Debye frequency. So the expression for Debye frequency is obtained in terms of this number of these modes possible, then v velocity etc. Of this volume, and vl vt are the tangential and longitudinal velocities of the phonon wave in the material etc. So from this equation, this u of nu, that is the total possible modes of vibration, is proportional to nu square. So suppose we plot a graph between these two, the graph will be nu versus g of nu d nu. Suppose you write it as z of nu, then the shape of the graph will be a parabola. So the variation will be proportional to nu square. The variation will be proportional to nu square. G of nu d nu is proportional to nu square. So we have got the expression for the density of modes. That is the solid which we have considered, which is considered as a vibrating medium, which gives a spectrum of frequencies instead of a single frequency, and how much frequencies components are present, that is obtained by the term density of states. So this term also should have to be introduced along with the energy term in order to find out the total internal energy of the system, and that mistake we have done in the case of Einstein model, where we have taken only the energy corresponding to a single frequency, and we have not considered the energy corresponding to the possible modes of frequencies allowed in that material. So next we can consider the case of modification of this another model which includes this density of states also, to find out an expression for the this specific heat, and that model is known as the Debye model, and that we can discuss in the next class.